95% of women like a certain penis the most. From a psychology and education perspective, it's important to understand that human attraction is much more complex than a single physical feature. Researchers who study relationships usually focus on communication, emotional connection, and comfort rather than one specific body measurement. Speech balloon. First, psychologists explain that preferences vary widely from person to person. Every woman has her own experiences, feelings, and expectations in a relationship. Some people may care about physical traits, while others value personality, kindness, humor, or emotional support much more. For example, someone might say in a conversation, "What matters most to me is how a partner treats me and how comfortable I feel around him." This shows that emotional connection often plays a bigger role than physical details. Another important psychological factor is comfort and compatibility. Research on relationships suggests that many women prefer partners who make them feel relaxed, safe, and respected. Physical intimacy tends to be more enjoyable when both partners communicate openly and understand each other's needs. A realistic sentence might be, "She appreciates a partner who listens and pays attention to her feelings." In healthy relationships, understanding a partner's emotions can be more meaningful than focusing on size or appearance. Smile. There is also the issue of media myths and exaggeration. The internet and social media often present statistics like 95% to attract attention, but these numbers are rarely based on strong scientific evidence. Psychologists encourage people to question such claims and focus on reliable information. For example, many headlines make bold statements, but real relationships are far more individual and personal. Critical thinking helps people avoid unrealistic expectations. Confidence is another psychological element that influences attraction. Studies often show that self-confidence and positive attitude can make someone more appealing than any specific physical trait. When a person feels comfortable with themselves, they usually communicate better and build stronger emotional bonds. Someone might explain it this way: what makes him attractive is not just his appearance, but the confidence and warmth he shows. Confidence can create a feeling of trust and excitement in a relationship. Glowing star. Communication also shapes how partners experience intimacy. Couples who talk honestly about their likes, dislikes, and boundaries often report greater satisfaction. A sentence reflecting this idea could be, "They openly discuss what makes each of them feel good and respected." This openness helps both partners feel valued and understood. Finally, psychologists remind us that healthy relationships are built on respect, consent, and emotional connection. Physical characteristics may attract attention at first, but long-term satisfaction usually comes from kindness, trust, and shared understanding. When partners focus on caring for each other's feelings, their bond becomes deeper and more meaningful. Heart.